Community spirit is kicking into high gear in Scotland today as the Prince of Wales makes a special visit to Leith Community Centre, and he's not just dropping by for a chat. Hello, I'm Cameron Walker and you're watching GBN Royal. Now, His Royal Highness wants to shine a spotlight on a powerful new plan from the Royal Foundation, that's his charity, that's teaming up with Street Soccer Scotland. The goal? To transform lives through the power of football, tackling isolation and breathe new life into a cherished local hub. With Leith United at the heart of the partnership and Prince William's passion for football himself, is this the key to a brighter future in the socially deprived area just outside of Edinburgh? Now, it's dubbed one of the Prince and Princess of Wales's community impact projects, a UK-wide effort to strengthen communities by supporting grassroots organisations and revitalise local spaces. From swimming lessons in Birtley to youth employment in Manchester, the initiative is building blueprints, it's claimed, for long-term social change. But as the buzz is in Leith today, what about some of the other community impact projects of the past? Has the royal visit actually left a legacy months or even years later? So we're delighted to be joined by Yvonne Probert, a volunteer for the Birtley Aquatic Community Centre. Now, in October, she met Prince William because the Royal Foundation obviously spearheaded a new partnership with Birtley Community Pool to support 16,000 people, including 6,500 children and young people, to take part in swimming activities every month. So Yvonne, welcome to GB News. First of all, before Prince William's visit, Birtley Community Pool was actually closed, wasn't it, by Gateshead Council back in July 2023. What forced it to close and what was the impact on the community?
Birtley Swim Centre was a council-run facility. It had been for a number of years, and it was something that was really at the heart of the community. The council obviously had a lot of budget cuts, and there was an awful lot of things happening with regards to the return from COVID and people taking up swimming again. And really the footfall at Birtley was quite low. And obviously with the council budgets, they took the decision that they needed to lose that centre from their suite of leisure centres, and Birtley Community Pool closed in July 2023.
So how did you feel when you heard that the Royal Foundation, led by Prince William, had chosen to support Birtley Community Pool?
Oh, we were absolutely delighted, absolutely. For us, it just goes to show the faith the royal family have in the community and also in investing in local spaces. It was a really good opportunity for us to get some good publicity when the Prince visited, and on the back of that there was a lot of people who came for the first time who probably wouldn't have come if it hadn't been for the royal visit.
And you got to meet him, didn't you, on the day? What sense did you get in terms of kind of how read up he was on the centre, how kind of passionate he was about supporting local communities when you were showing him around?
Oh, his natural passion came out. He's obviously a swimmer. We know he does water polo, and you could just tell from his reaction of just being on poolside that, you know, he had a natural joy of being in the water and being in a pool environment. So his own personal support was obviously there, but actually for us it was also the support of the Royal Foundation behind him and all of the team there who were obviously committed to supporting the community to get an asset up and running and helping us to sort of look at what was available and how we could maybe do our business model slightly differently.
And you mentioned the Royal Foundation there, of course, and the Prince visited in October. We're now May 2025. So what kind of tangible changes have you noticed in the centre? What kind of legacy has it left from the visit that continues to teach children to learn to swim?
I think it's inspired a lot of people to come forward who wouldn't have come to the pool anyway. So I think that's a good thing. We've had new entries. We've had people come in who wouldn't have come through the door. So I think that's a really positive impact. I think for us as well, having the Royal Foundation and the Prince's name beside us has given us an impact. It's made it more realistic for people. And I think particularly as well with the Prince's visit, it's a lot of the children who were there on the day were really thrilled to meet him. Particularly there was a school in and there was some children getting lessons. It was just a really beautiful experience for them.
And is it something that people still kind of talk about now, a few months on?
Oh, yes, definitely. And also, we have pictures of the royal visit up on our TV displays in the front reception area. And we'll quite often get children coming in and pointing themselves out, or people they know out on the pictures. It's really delightful to see.
Oh, I bet it is. And why do you think it matters for a senior royal, future king like Prince William, uh, championing kind of the community health and well-being side of swimming, particularly because, of course, I think there's a stat that says, there's a fraction of children who just haven't learnt to swim, which can clearly be quite dangerous, can't it?
Oh, very much so. So, one of the other things that I do is I'm actually an open water lifeguard. So I lifeguard lakes, in my spare time. And one of the things for me, and one of the reasons I got involved in Birtley, was because children get into difficulties and they do need to learn to swim. It's a saving skill, and something that really is really precious. And to me, children learning to swim at a young age through school or through their families coming to a pool is really important. And I think the prince sees that value. He also knows it's a life-saving skill and is keen to make sure that children know how to swim. So if they get into difficulties outdoors, they've got a really good fighting chance.
And if Prince William didn't visit and if the Royal Foundation wasn't spearheading this partnership and this funding, where do you think the community pool would be in terms of being able to provide the kind of opportunities which you were describing there?
I think for us, we would probably be able to do it ourselves. We are a really active community. We've got a buy-in from a lot of the local schools. I think what the Prince and the Royal Foundation bring is just that elevation. It just adds a little bit more of a value to what we're doing. And for us, it's really rewarding to have that buy-in from somebody like the Prince himself. It makes it worthwhile for us as volunteers to do
Yeah.
things.
So he's left quite a legacy then, has he?
Yeah, yes, very much so.
Great. Well, thank you so much for speaking to me, Yvonne. Really, really appreciate it. Have a good day.
Thank you.
So that's one volunteer's view on the lasting impacts the Royal Foundation's had in their community. But what do you think? Let us know your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to like and subscribe for more. This has been Cameron Walker for GBN Royal.